We are not out of the woods yet.
A sobering statement from Prime Minister Justin Trudeau as the federal government takes another dramatic step in its battle against COVID-19.
As of Monday at noon, people showing any signs whatsoever of COVID-19 will be denied boarding on all domestic flights and intercity passenger trains.
The new Transport Canada rules are aimed at slowing the virus's spread in this country, while it will be up to the plane and train operators to ensure these restrictions on domestic travel are enforced. Canada's chief public health officers say the message remains the same.
If you are sick, stay at home. So really, I think there is an obligation, I would say, a civic duty for people to understand that if you are sick, you should not be taking a commercial travel means such as an airplane, a flight, or taking a train to go anywhere in the country. You should be staying at home.
There have been cases of people lying so they can continue to travel, and there's no real screening in place to prevent that. But the Transport Minister reiterated it is up to Canadians to continue to do their part and not play fast and loose with the rules. Canada has already shut the door on most travel, including along its shared border with the United States. And people returning to the country already cannot board planes if they have symptoms.
We've also, as you know, have now a mandatory quarantine order that mandate those travelers to undergo 14 days of self-isolation.
But Trudeau says they won't go as far as closing the borders between the provinces and territories just yet. In his daily COVID-19 briefing from Ottawa, Trudeau also addressed the plight of more than 200 Canadians stranded on a cruise ship off the coast of Panama.
The entirety of Global Affairs Canada employees are single-mindedly focused on this Herculean task of bringing Canadians home any way we can.
Some passengers have tested positive for COVID-19 and 4 others have died. The luxury cruise has not been able to dock after all ports along its route were closed because of the global pandemic. The cruise line said in a statement plans are underway to move healthy people to its sister ship nearby.
We have worked directly and contacted directly the Panamanian government to try and get an ability to bring those Canadians home.
But Chris Joyner, who's trying to get back to Ottawa, is terrified he and his wife will be left stranded at sea for an undetermined time because she came down with a cough.
She went to see the doctor, but she wasn't tested. She doesn't have a fever, but because of that, we're isolated. So we're stuck on the ship. We can't go anywhere.
Meanwhile, a Canadian man who caught COVID-19 aboard this cruise ship in South America has now died in a Brazil hospital. For City News, I'm Caryn Ceolin.